Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. And if I ever saw you, I didn't catch your name, but it never really matters. I will always feel the same. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And when at last I find you, your song will fill the air. Sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. All the things you do endear you to me. Oh, you know I will. Oh, you know I will. I will break down. So for this song, we have C, we have A minor, D minor, G7, E minor, C7, F, G, easy D7, and the trickiest one, which is optional, you can leave this off, is an A flat. If you're unsure how to play chords or read chord diagrams, I recommend visiting my beginners series where you'll learn how to read chords and takes you step by step through the chords that you should learn in what order. So I'm going to give you a few little tips for changing between chords in this song. So the very first two chords are C to A minor. For C to A minor, I keep my third finger on my third fret and I keep my middle finger hovering, because then I simply need to place this one down and lift my ring finger. For D minor, that finger stays there, doesn't move, and you place your next two fingers down. For G7, you keep your finger here on the D minor, lifting these middle two and placing them on the second fret of your C and your A string. So you can see where I'm going, as minimal hand movement as possible will make this song easier. So C, A minor, D minor, G7. You'll see my hand didn't move too much. We have C again, A minor. The trickier one here is moving to E minor. Doesn't have to be too tricky. So we know that our middle finger here is on A minor, so really focus on going down two strings towards the sound hole 1. So just having that leap. Give your finger a practice leaping between these positions. If you can do that, your other two fingers should be able to just fall either side at the same time. Just practice back and forth, A minor, E minor. From there, C7's nice and easy, lifting our middle two fingers. Our first finger just slides down one spot to C7. So we've learned our first two lines. Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I love you still. Will I? As for strumming, I have down, down, up for each chord until we get to E minor. You can count down, down, up, or 1, 2, and, or strum, strumming for each chord until we get to E minor, which is 2 downstrokes and something else for C7. We have down, down, up, down, down, up, 1, 2, and strum, strumming. E minor, down, down. We move to C7. We have so up, up, down, up. From E minor, down, down, up, down, up. That's actually the island strum split in half. First half on E minor, second half on C7. Down, down, up, down, up. So just work on that is your next goal. Down, down, up, down. down, down, up, down. A bit slower. Down, down, up, down, up. If you've mastered this, go back to the start of the video and see if you can get those first two lines. Take note of where we are in the video right now and return here when you're done. So second half of first verse. We're already on the C7 for will I. For F, this first finger is just moving up a fret, placing your middle finger up where A minor goes, second fret of our G string. Now F to G, our fingers need to do a little bit of a flip. So these two are just going to flip into the second fret of both our C and A string, middle finger closest to my toes, and third finger, third fret of our E string, making that triangle shape. Unfortunately, I don't have a quick and easy way to play F to G. You do need to lift your entire fingers, flip them over, G. So that's a practice in itself, F to G. If you really want to practice F to G, I recommend seeing my video on Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, as the entire song is only F and G. G to A minor, again needing to lift all our fingers, but luckily we've already got our middle finger in the second fret, it just jumps up to the top. And then this first finger should be hovering, which makes it easy to get to C7. So we have F to G, A minor, C7. So that's the chord progression you want to get now. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, G, A minor, C7. Again, 2, 3, 4. F to G, A minor, C7. That's quite fast to get that if you're a beginner. I do recommend really working on that before taking this any further. For the next line, we have F to G again, which we've practiced, to C. G to C is so easy because you've already got your third finger in the third fret. You just need to lift your peace sign fingers and place your third finger on the third fret on the A string closest to your toes. We've already learnt C to A minor, and we've already learnt A minor to D minor, and we've already learnt D minor to G. If you can do all of these transitions, you can play both the first and second verse. So you can already play the first 3 lines of the chorus because we've already learnt all the transitions. Love you forever and forever, love you with all my heart, love you and never, we're together. This is a new part, so from C7 we're going to jump up to D7. So that first finger moves from our first fret on our A string to our second fret on our G string, and our second finger is also second fret on our E string. So see if you can move them at the same time up into position. So C7 moving to D7. When we play the D7, we play the island strum. Love you and where. Then we move to G. The good part about D7 to G is that these two fingers just move down a string each and your third finger goes into position. So D7 to G is not too hard. Island strum, where, move to G and down up strum, pa, love you and where, pa. So you've got the chorus already. And the last line of this song is optional. The way I've covered this song, I've done 2 alternate endings. Oh, you know I will. Oh, you know I will. To play that A flat, we're moving from G, and to get there, it's actually G position, upper fret, with your first fret here. Which means if you want to play the whole chord, you have to change the position of your fingers. However, if you want a cheat version, just strum the bottom 3 strings. Oh, you know I will. That's the easier version. If you want the actual A flat from G, focus on your middle 2 fingers going in that 3rd fret, pinky on your 4th fret on the E, and your first finger up onto the 1st fret of G. To move to C is easy because your 3rd finger's already here. You just lift everything else. Now now you're ready to play the full song. If you're not ready to play at full speed, simply click on the settings in this video and change the playback speed. This cover has been made in a different key to the original to make it easier for you to play and perhaps even sing. If you'd like an even simpler version of this song, click the link to my tutorial on Billie Eilish's version. If you'd like a breakdown of how to play this song, then comment "breakdown" below. Subscribe and ring that bell to be notified of new tutorials and play-alongs coming to you weekly. And don't forget to check the description box for links and tips, and a link to my Patreon page, patreon.com/youandbree, where you can become a part of our ukulele tribe.